So yesterday in my run, a snake came across the road, and I don't know much about snakes. I don't know if it was like a good one or bad one, but I let it do its thing. I did pause and just kind of observe it. Observe it. And I observed the snake as it was going across the road. And I got back to running, and I'm new to these longer distances that I think you both have been doing for a while. And at a certain point, there's a mental clarity that I've, uh, again, I have not been doing this for a long time. It's really enjoyable. So this snake came across my path at that point, and I'm a fan of Jonathan Pageau and his podcast on symbolism, and he's constantly talking about this idea that as above, so below. And it seems as though I'm going to talk about things that I don't have a complete understanding of. This concept helps us find truth in symbols or what's happening around us. So I started thinking about as above, so below in regards to the snake coming across my path and me pausing to kind of watch it do its thing and then get on with my run. And the story or the symbol that I immediately think of whenever I see a snake or think of a snake is a creation poem from Genesis. And the snake is this thing that exists in the garden, and the garden is a place where there is structure and order, perfect order and perfect structure, and there's a level of discipline in the garden. Just there's one thing you're not supposed to do, and you don't do that thing, and the snake was there as the tempter to say, hey, why don't you do the thing that you're not supposed to do? And I feel as though 7 days into Wild 32, I'm entering into a more disciplined mindset. And this snake yesterday was like, hey, look, you're entering the garden in a sense, and you better watch out. Like, entering the garden is not to be taken lightly. Entering into modes of discipline is not to be taken lightly. And there are things that are out there to get you. And it's not in a sense of like, I'm going to war or anything, but it was motivating, like just like a warning or a sign that this is a disciplined zone, and there is yeah, be aware, maybe is it. And then when I think of a snake too, I think of the icon. There's an icon of Christ with the snake under his heel, that kind of represents this resurrection or new life. And I think of that symbol and the symbol of the snake. And as far as I know, there was never a story where Jesus actually like crushed a snake with his heel. That symbol or that icon points beyond to a truth. And so it's like, well, if Jesus didn't actually crush a snake with his heel, what's being said here? And it seems as though there is a way of existing in the world that causes us to crush the snake with our heel. So I've been thinking about that way, and what it means to live a life fully embodying the divine masculine and the divine feminine, so that we may crush the snake. I may crush the snake under my heel, if not literally, metaphorically.
Some deep stuff, dude.
Evan's definitely the smart one.
I'm talking about wiping my kid's butt with a rock, and you're talking about, well, holy smokes, this is amazing.